Korea is the place that I can stay here while working on what my grand plan is, right? Only thing I could do at that time was maybe just practicing my singing, maybe giving an online audition or two. And I did get evaluated in one of the online auditions, right? So I decided to come here. I had no person I came here with. I didn't know the streets. My driver uncle was the one who took me to school. Happened. I'm gonna talk about the first day I came to Korea. That's like the story that is just coming up to me right now. I got on the bus with my messy hair, sweaty face, and everything. Dried lips because I was just so. I know that my laptop's screen quality or the voice quality wouldn't be as good, but I still hope that you listen to this story because ultimately it's also going to help you that once I get the money, I'm going to invest on a good camera, which I don't have right now. Back to the story. So, how did I come to Korea? I had this goal of becoming an idol. Yay! Even if you think that's cringe, that's my honest thing, and a lot of people are gonna hide it. But since I have this plan of telling it to people so that people can just relate with no BS and just full honesty, I'm just gonna talk about. Yes, sometimes I can be too confident, but other times I'm just always very nervous, which I'm also going to talk. Okay, so let's talk about it. So after I had this goal, I wanted to go to Korea. Only thing I could do at that time was maybe just practicing my singing, maybe giving an online audition or two. And I did get evaluated in one of the online auditions. After 7 to 8 days, I got an email back. It was, okay, so this entertainment company I gave an audition to, very big company. I did get it evaluated because after 7 to 8 days I got a reply. But I didn't get selected after that. I hope in the future I will. So yeah, that's it. But I wanted to still come to Korea. I wanted to live this aesthetic life. So what I did was I was checking out for ways to come to Korea. And after a lot of these and that and that and that and planning and perfectionism, which is a bad quality, I know, but I'm just like that. Anyways, so after a lot of these and that, we finally came to this conclusion. I was like, okay, a university in Korea. That's also not as expensive as other countries, and Korea is the place that I can stay here while working on what my grand plan is, right? My parents also wanted me to go to a university, obviously, after high school, so I decided to come here.
So this agency in Bangladesh, they said they have this affiliated program with Sejong University. Affiliated means they are connected, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, so let's try this out. I sent a portfolio to Sejong University about my singing, and now I am professional music vocal major in Sejong University. Obviously, I do give the tuition fee. It's not an entertainment company, okay? The agency that they stayed there, they affiliated with Sejong University, they are working as my agent, but all they did was send email as pretending to be me, and they didn't even give me the access to my own email that they created to me to talk to the university. And when everything was almost done, the entire process, I almost got my visa and everything, they were like, they then told me that, then I knew that they were always like pretending to me and talking with them. I was like, oh god, I want to tell the embassy, they asked me if I have an agent, I wanted to tell them that I do have an agent, and it says that you cannot tell that you have an agent.
I felt so superficial in the middle of it, like, because I felt like I had no choice. Since I am Bangladeshi people usually don't get visas because of it being known popularly as corrupted country, right? But I did get the visa. I checked all the documents like that. After passing through the waves of superficiality, I did come here. So yes. So even after that thing, I did come here. And well, I'm handling it better than the 2024 me imagined I would. because I'm someone who had been living just within the four walls. I wasn't the kid who mixes with other kids and say hello and hi, and I always felt like the black sheep, sometimes in a very lower way than them or in a very higher way than them. Like sometimes I felt like I was like way lower than them, or sometimes I felt like I was way higher than them. Like it was always like that. Some parts of my life when I was a kid, I was like, oh, all kids are so amazing, and some part of my life I was like, why are they all of these are like this? There were some people who were relating to me in Bangladesh, but very few. Anyways, so what happened, I flew to Korea through an aeroplane when I didn't even know how to take bus. Bangladesh doesn't have subway system, but they do have bus, but it's not the Korean bus system. So I didn't know anything, basically. All I knew was me and my researching capabilities. All I did was pre-plan on how will I actually go to, like when I go to Korea, like how will I actually manage this? How will I manage that? Will I take this subway? But how do we take subway? Do we go through the back door, through the front door? Do we actually go to there? Like I was so like, it was all theoretical knowledge I was taking without any practical experience. No Bessie, nothing. Okay. From Bangladesh, I had no person I came here with. My driver uncle was the one who took me to school in Bangladesh. Although I didn't know the streets. I had no idea where the streets are going to. I didn't know there's no maps. I didn't know how to do streets navigation. Only thing I probably knew was if you go straight and walk for 5 minutes, you go to your aunt's house. That's all I knew in Bangladesh. So I had no idea how streets are like, how the streets work, how can I actually go somewhere. All I did was sit on my place and just imagine different things, various dream stuffs. Not in the starting, when slowly I started to get motivated by some things which are personal. I cannot talk to you about that story, maybe one day. So I got motivated and everything. I just sat, imagined, visualized, and so I came here and I adopted pretty good. And honestly, I did notice there were times I was helped very, very unexpectedly. Like I didn't expected that help, and I also felt quite proud of myself about the fact that I actually adopted really fast than what I imagined I would.
I thought that I would die if I don't pre-plan, but a lot of things didn't happen as expected.
So I did need people's help, and people did help in a very unexpected ways, like it's like whenever I need help, somehow people just came out of nowhere, and it did feel magical. I'm not gonna lie about it. Basically, I didn't know street navigation before. I didn't know how to read maps before, but after coming to Korea, like it all just somehow happened. I'm gonna talk about the first day I came to Korea. That's like the story that is just coming up to me right now. I remember me literally holding my pee on the airport, was it Incheon airport or Gimpo airport? I'm not sure. Incheon? Maybe Incheon. I think it was Incheon. And I didn't know how to read the directions. I've never seen those kind of stuffs. All I did was follow my instinct, ask this lady, that lady, this person, that person. And there was this time on Incheon airport, what I was supposed to do is take something called the limousine bus and go from there to the Sejong University, right?
Somehow I got to the ticket counter, but I did take the ticket, but I didn't know how to, where to find the bus. And this person, whoever they are, they speak Korean. Like in Korea, everybody just speaks Korean. There's English people, they don't know how to speak English. And
at that time, I had this very low energy because I didn't used to eat foods like now how I'm eating here. I had no nutrients in my body. I was just like, so I couldn't even carry the luggage. I was like, so hard for me. So the bus guy, the bus ajushi, he helped. He took the luggage and put it on the carrier, and I did get the bus. I wanted to pee so badly, but I was so scared that I will get lost, and I didn't want to get lost. And since I didn't want to get lost, I was like, alright, we don't want to get lost here. If we don't want to get lost, we have to hold the pee. I hold the pee in Thailand, I hold the pee in Korea. Like both the countries, I just had to hold the pee because I didn't want to get lost. But somehow I ended up in the right place, right? One of my nails, it just got a little like broken. It got broken. There was blood coming up a little. Not that too broken, but just half. So ultimately, after I came to the university premises, since I had no idea about universities, all I knew was that maybe there's some building where it's gonna be written Sejong University. So the bus stopped in the bus stand, and I had no idea what a bus stand is because I've never seen those kind of stops in Bangladesh. So I got on the bus with my messy hair, sweaty face, and everything, dried lips because I was just so. So I just stood there, and I was like, okay, alright, let's see. It was almost the night, like evening time. That bus stop is supposed to be very close to Sejong University. Where is it?
And then I saw that, what is it called, a logo, or probably that triangle thing, and I was like, okay, that is the building, I see.
But I didn't know that university campuses have multiple buildings. I really didn't know that. After coming here, I know it. Before that, I didn't know like university have multiple buildings. I mean, I did have an idea, but from before, I'm not that dumb. But for some reason, during that time, I think my mind was just like this, just one building named Sejong University. I wasn't running from here and there, was I? No, I wasn't running. I was too scared. And then I saw like these two ladies who were just walking their dog, and I was like,
좀 도와주세요.
that's the only Korean I knew. Like, oh, I mean, not the only Korean, but that was one of the Korean I knew. Like, please help me. And then they were like, oh, if you just go, like, and they said it in Korean, I think, that if you just go there and you have to cross the road and you get to the Sejong University. They were literally laughing at my condition because, I mean, I could see like they were side-eyeing it themselves. So they kinda followed me, I mean, helped me, and I followed them to the crossroad where I have to cross the street, and then I asked them this. Just imagine the embarrassment. So I asked them this, that, oh, how do I cross it right now? And it was a red light, but the thing is, in Bangladesh we don't have red light, green light, so I didn't know when to cross the road. I just thought we just cross it. So I was like, should I cross it right now? And they were just side-eyeing themselves. But ultimately they were like, oh no, there's that light you see when it turns green, then you go. Although they said it in Korean, I didn't understand anything, but I guessed it subconsciously. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I got in, then I went to a random Sejong University building, and then the security guy was there. That building had nothing to do with the dormitory. That guy told me what the dormitory is, but he said something in Korean, which I didn't understand, so I translated and shit, and then he showed me, oh, that is the dormitory. So I kind of tried to follow his direction, but then I got lost again. I didn't even know where the entrance doors were. I was just a lost puppy there. Then I saw these two Korean couple. They were really cute. Okay, so this girl and this guy, they were students as well, and they were really cute. Both of them, perfect couple. So they were just walking, you know, and I was like, 좀 도와주세요. And they were really kind, you know, and they understood all of my struggles. So they took my luggage and they were running with me from here to there because they wanted to escort me to the dormitory, but they didn't know which dormitory because Sejong University has two dormitories. Actually, not two dormitories in campus, and there are a lot of other dormitories otherwise. One is for exchange students and others for international students, and there's other dormitories that are outside the campus. And to be really honest, the secret is outside the campus dormitories are usually the ones that give inside the dormitory, inside the university dormitory, they usually give it to only Koreans. Just telling you, if you're going to Sejong University, just know this, okay? So, what happened afterwards is... oh my god, I need to drink water first. I don't have much water left, but let's see. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the okay. So they took me from here to there to there to there. And ultimately we reached the place where my dormitory might be, because their Korean dormitory is that happy dormitory. So we reached the happy dormitory, and that I was there on Saturday, so the security guy was like, no, it's Saturday, so you cannot be here right now. No, we don't take in residents right now, no. And the guy and the girl was like, oh, this is our friend, you should help her out, she's a foreigner. And they were like, no, we can't, sorry. So what they did was they showed me the library, and they told me library is a safe place, so I should just sleep here. They took me to the library. They bought a Pocari Sweat, that is a electrolyte for me. So I drank that. I ate the foods that my mom actually packed for me from the luggage a little, and I was just there with my luggage. It was night, and there were sofas in the library second floor, so I was there. Okay, so basically I started crying because, oh my god, I went to the washroom. There's no water in the Korean washroom. And in Bangladesh, it's different for different countries, but in Bangladesh we have something called the bidet. And this bidet is what is like water spray, which you use after peeing or pooping, like you use it for cleanliness. And I used it for my whole life, and suddenly there was no water, only tissue. And I was like, okay, what? And that made me cry because I didn't know anything. So ultimately I found out a way, because now I have something called a bidet. This is something called a bidet. So if any of you use a bidet all the time, please bring your bidet with you in Korea, because Koreans don't have bidets, built-in bidets. So if you want to maintain hygiene, please bring your bidet with you. So basically they had no bidets. I was like that. I barely ate any food. Then there was some distant relative that we had in Korea, living in Korea. So someone of that distant relative helped me. So the next day I stayed in a motel, not that kind that you're thinking about. It's just the only girls motel. It's like decent. It's not about love activities, you know what I mean. So I did stay there, and after that I forgot exactly what happened after that, but I went through these and that struggles. I made a couple of friends randomly. They helped me out. Okay, one of them was Korean. There were two who were Uzbek friends. The Korean was a guy, the Uzbeks were girls. And I did hang out with them a couple of times. It was quite enjoyable, but there were times when I just felt like they didn't understand me. And now I still talk with them, but it's not that we are very close friends now. Then on the day that I had to go through the dormitory stuff. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so I had to give health tests, right? So I went to the hospital, gave some health tests. The hospital ladies were so amazing. They even gave me free food and gifts. So I'm very thankful. The Azumas were very good. But the dormitory people were so I don't know, like very NPC. I mean, they're just so like, maybe it's because of the language barrier, or they just felt so like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I met helpful people again there. So there was like this group of girls. They actually were in their second semester, so they got the same dormitory building as me, which is outside the campus. So we went there together. At the time, I didn't know how to do street navigation, so maybe it was Universal sent them. They were sent to me. Universally guided me to that place. I mean, to the dormitory. Booked a Kakao taxi. I didn't know what that was before as well. We went there together, and I went to put my luggage. I had roommates that were maybe I'll talk about that some another day. Okay, but it wasn't a good experience. But okay, so basically I had gone through this and that struggle, and currently I am going through financial one because Korea have strict part-time law. Currently I'm trying to find a part-time job because my mom cannot send me the accommodation fee again and again and again. She will only get paid a tuition, so I have to get a part-time job. And I have been trying here and there by this and that process, but it hasn't worked out yet. The limit of how many part-time jobs you can legally do is very limited. Besides, language barrier is another limit. You being a foreigner is another limit. Like, average people cry 5 times a month. I noticed that I cry like 30 times a month. So, I mean, right now I'm laughing and it's genuine. Don't think that I'm being superficial. Right now I'm smiling because of some things. One is the sarcasm to this entire system. That's one thing. Another thing is laughing for the fact that I'm just actually genuinely proud of myself for how far I've come after all these things. And obviously I didn't mention even 1% of what I've actually gone through. Actually, no, I think I told you 10% of it, not 1%. But basically, the point is, this video is most definitely not to discourage you. It's totally the opposite. This video is meant to encourage you to never give up on your goals. It is going to happen. I still believe that. So yeah, basically I am currently in a university where people of my department are very clumsy. They feel NPC. The entire university feels NPC. The SOS center, which is the information center, they don't actually help. I mean, their help also feels very commercial, like, which I really don't like. I want to change that aspect of life in general. If more people change, it will slowly happen. But that's for another video, right? And meanwhile, I have to improve my singing skills and maintain my scholarship and my dancing skills as well, because I want to go where I want to go. I decided to make the video today because I suddenly got this urge at the fact that, okay, there are struggles, but I think I should just start a YouTube channel where I'm just gonna talk about all of this and just show my entire journey or something like that, right? And in the future, when I have real friends, I'm also gonna bring them here. I'm gonna bring them here and like show you guys them, and we can just talk. Like right now I'm just sitting in my cushion. This is actually quite good cushion. You can see, like, it's good. I decorated some parts, like if you can see, there are clothes. So that's a good cushion. Yeah, this is the comfortable place, and my usual place is the library of the school or the practice room of our university, but that's maybe with time I will show it. I don't want to show everything in one video, but I know a lot of people like me also want to create a different type of world. I hope we succeed in doing that, and I think if a lot of people just start seeing the superficiality of the current system or the current world, and just put more attention to love and real care instead of all the superficial stuff, I think the world is gonna get to a better place. And I know that you deep down think that too, but you're too scared to admit that. Okay, bestie, bye bye for now. That's it. I'm going to edit this video and obviously cut out a lot of parts from it, but hopefully I will keep the good parts. That's it. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.